Headed on to Week 15 to face off against the Commanders, who are actually having a pretty good season. They did just lose their latest game, though, and dropped to 8-5. It's a pretty big matchup, as obviously we're a direct competitor of theirs in the conference, and this division is far from locked up. You have the top three teams in the NFC all playing in the same division. The Commanders and Cowboys are both in the same division, obviously, and they're both 8-5. So one of those teams is going to need a wild card spot, and it's one of these teams in our division that's going to need a wild card spot. And right now, it's looking pretty insane. Everyone else across the board is pretty bad, though. So, realistically here, very good chance at the playoffs, obviously, but you still want to keep winning just to make sure that realistically doesn't turn into how the hell did they miss the playoffs. Let's take a look at the players of the week, and we are not on that list, sadly, but Ritter, Bradbury, Mahomes, and Shaquille Griffin are the players of the week. Quick glance at our team. Obviously, we will have some strategy, some training, hopefully some upgrades. Obviously, Greer is the starting quarterback still, without a doubt. We also added some talent to each of our players on offense, at least the receivers, as we got ourselves a +5 to catching permanent boost from our talent tree stuff, which is pretty cool. And then defensively, which we've had a pretty good defense. Talked about turning the regression sliders back on, or the regression thing. Feel like guys like Davenport, maybe Ed Oliver, some of those guys may be on the decline. And wow, they have some huge injuries, which a lot of these injuries, based on the length for the collarbone, and then, maybe not so much for Chase Young, but seemingly maybe both of them actually missing some time recently. So it's not like it's just like, oh, this happened just now. I feel like some of these injuries have already, progressed. I feel like a dislocated ankle would have been a lot more than 2 weeks. Broken collarbone would have been a lot more than 4 weeks. So maybe they've had a really good season and then are on a bit of a slide as they lose two of the best players in the entire league, let alone their own team. That's 295-plus overall players injured on the same roster. I mean, they have a good defense, but how many 90-pluses do they have? Whitley, of course, a quarterback, another one of those quarterbacks that we passed on in the draft. However, I think things are going pretty well for us with Greer. He's 87 speed, though, 92 throw power. Very solid quarterback, without a doubt. Gibson looks pretty good. Let's take a look at wide receivers. I believe Terry McLaurin is gone from here. He is. Jahan Dotson, Deontay Hardy, Diami Brown, and then a 99 speed rookie wide receiver who probably doesn't get any burn. And then the slowest 6'3 plus guy in the league, outside of little Jordan Humphrey. Cole Turner, super tall, but also super slow. Logan Thomas, I believe, is actually a superstar, but obviously he's not starting anymore. Jonah Williams, good starting left tackle. Left guard, solid. Center's solid. Right guard, solid. Right tackle, solid. All these guys are, some of those best in the league for their ratings, even if their overall has dropped a little bit. Left end, kind of the wrong position almost. I'm not really sure what you're getting out of him. He's surely not going to do anything against us. If we're going to play anything, we're going to be playing against that left end. We should have a good day going to the right side, obviously. DT's, Deron Payne's decent, but without Jonathan Allen, you're missing a lot of that pass rush ability. So a lot of this game kind of comes down to sweat on the defensive line. And then Cole Holcomb looks pretty good. Jamin Davis is looking pretty good. He's upgrading. And then Charles Harris, I think, may have joined the wrong scheme. Cornerbacks, Odin, 6'2 rookie. It's kind of sick, actually. Some decent corners, obviously. Free safety's okay. And then strong safety looks really good and athletic. So they actually had some pretty decent drafts. They're just kind of plagued by some injuries here lately. But overall, it's still not a team you want to take too lightly. Their points per game is low, which you would think would mean that they don't pass the ball too well. Their rushing isn't great either. Let's go medium pass defense. They got a lot of good route runners on this team. A little bit of speed as well. And their defense looks good. Let's focus on running on the inside. They have a pretty weak D-line with those injuries, and we're going to try to exploit it. And speaking of exploiting things, maybe you want to exploit the hell out of that like and subscribe button. I want you to fiddle that damn thing. Show it who's daddy. And maybe you've already done that. Just make sure you're still dad. I don't know, dude. That's weird. But Logan Whitley, really good season. Obviously, Greer having himself a pretty good season too, but didn't start the whole year, whereas Whitley's pretty much been the starter for 2 seasons now. And obviously, we're wearing the lime. We are a full lime. Look at all those chickens. Helicopters. Obviously, Washington wearing all white pretty much. I will say, though, that I don't know if I like the logo, or not the logo, the number kind of pattern. I don't know, it just seems weird. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of it, but regardless, it's kind of irrelevant. I'm not going to pump the guys up by saying, yeah, you see those numbers? You see the way they look, those decals? We want to beat them because they're so bad. Of course, defense looking pretty good with the sacks and interceptions. Completion percentage is through the roof, but as far as sacks and interceptions go, very high on the list, especially when you compare it to them. So we're giving up a lot of completions, but we're also making people afraid to take shots, and it usually leads to good defensive possessions in general. All the get all the completion percentage you want, but when you throw 2 straight 3-yard plays and then you get sacked on third down or picked on third down, the numbers don't really matter at that point, do they? We're also going to be receiving the ball early in this one. Also, hopefully, the darkness comes as this stadium. Man, that shadow effect is annoying. Caldwell is burning. There he goes. What a way to start her. Look at him going in, looking like Dion on the return there. Straight up speed. I didn't change any of the sliders, but it sure seems like the threshold kind of changed there, right? It felt like he was faster than everyone by a lot. And we, of course, have some of the fastest players in the league in general, so for him to outrun his own guys is still, it's pretty special. And I know they got some speed back there themselves, so call me crazy for seeing us get a kick return touchdown and kicking a squib out the gate, just so that momentum doesn't just completely shift back to equal. Of course, looking at Whitley, we already know his numbers are very solid, but a little bit of pressure on him early as, he's looking at a 9-second 7-point deficit. I mean, that is not the greatest thing to come into. At least if the defense would have done something, you'd feel better about it, but I guess they're still starting. Oh, wow! The blitz came in free. Brooks with a sack, an 8-yard loss. Yeah, they are still actually starting Logan, so that's interesting. But I suppose as a superstar, you want to put in your best players. 2nd and 18, they are going to be running a screen, and there is nobody out there. Oh, what a move on Woolen. Huge hit by Brooks. Gains most of the sack yardage back. Running some man cover to see if Red can get in there. And he can't. He still can't. There goes Whitley, and what a block! Whitley hit by Alexander, but gains 15 on the play, extending the drive. Gonna be honest, when you see yourself in a 3rd and long against us, it typically doesn't go your way. Oh, there goes Nwosu, and might have been enough pressure to force that overthrow. His D-line's ferocious. You go into this game, you're thinking they have the better D-line, but it's not even close with those injuries. I mean, even without the injuries, you can almost make the argument. And Adams almost caught the pick, almost gave up the pick as well, or the touchdown. But overall, it's an even battle. Marshall drop back. Let's go Davenport. I just want to even see if Davenport's still decent. I never see him make a play, and ironically enough, forces him into the arms of Nwosu, and will get credit for half a sack. Fighting against the double team, pushing through and getting free. This line is kind of crushing right now. And the punter smartly will not give Caldwell a chance. However, the punt is so bad, it's might as well just kicked it through the end zone. 7-point lead, and we didn't even start on offense. 18-6 for the touchdown to pick ratio. Yards are decent. Completion percentage is up. Would be nice to really get out and even further on this ratio, though. Every time I think about a ratio, it gets me going. And that's a pretty good job. Huge hit, but running over Sweat. We were just talking about how Sweat needs to be that guy for them, and not really the greatest effort in the first play as he gets completely run over. And we're going to run the ball again. Once again, inside running is kind of the focus for today's game, and Kenneth will gain a decent bit there, about 5. I actually consider this way of playing to be more trustworthy of the quarterback. And there goes Fant gaining about 7. If you didn't trust your quarterback, you'd probably want to come out with a throw on first down because you're like, oh, I want to see what he's got. I want to see if he's going to make a play or not. His first throw being a 3rd down is kind of brutal to work with. We're running out of time here, but Greer's got some speed and will turn it into a gain of about 5. Maybe had some looks, maybe got caught looking too much rather than taking a play, but Gain 5. No harm, no foul, right? Oh, get out there. Oh, wow. That is some speed from Jamin Davis. I think we lost a few on that one. Jamin Davis. Why are they showing him? Jamin Davis was clearly the guy that made the play. Lost 2 on that. Don't get me wrong. That rusher did well. But it was obviously Jamin that caused the problems to the outside. There goes Metcalf. Throw is there. Gains the first. Huge third down conversion again. Really weird to be calling a play scat, but sure, I guess. Could be a quick throw to Metcalf, and it is. Perfect throw. Gains about 20. I mean, you can't bait that hard, right? And hell, we didn't even, we didn't even throw it that quick. We actually had time to dissect the play to see if he was actually going to jump it or not, and he didn't, and then we took it. And, oh, wow, that guy, what is he doing? The safety just completely left us. That's why I tried to make a juke move, because he should have been in that spot, and he just wasn't. Touch pass. Of course, Tanner has a good chance here with the block. If Patterson gets out there, this could even be a score with the speed of Moore. And maybe not so much. We had a couple of missed blocks, but he still gains about 5. And it counts as a pass, which is cool. Hey, any play where I don't have to risk throwing an interception and it counts for a pass, that's a win in my book. It could go for the corner fade shot with Patterson. Oh, wow. We had some pressure there, and because of that, missed the throw wildly. Rolling out to the right because there's more space. Please hit this. Yabba-dabba-doo! Touchdown, Patterson. Don't know why that came to me, but yep. Goddamn Yogi Bear. Wait, that's who? Yeah. No, Flintstones. That's the one. Patterson, touchdown, adding to the very great rookie year for him. Looking pretty good to start this one out, obviously. Some nice third down conversions. Davenport can't get in there, and then Whitley's just off to the races again and decides he wants to get hit. Gains almost 20, but doesn't slide. I don't know if my man thinks he's prime Cam Newton, but, you're 6'1", you're white, and your name is basically Whitey. What do you want? You're not going to make that many crazy plays, taking on tacklers. Hell, if I'm prime Cam Newton, I still slide there. Who are you what are you proving? Taking on 3 tacklers at once. Oh, Adams is not over there, but doesn't matter as he goes somewhere else anyways. Huge hit by Barnes on Dotson, who already, almost at 1,000 yards receiving, which for the AI, and especially not a household name, pretty impressive. I'll give him that credit. Maybe we need to respect him a little bit more in this one. And there's some motion. We are not ready for that. Oh, trickery! And speaking of, one-on-one, nice tackle by Diggs. Gains 10. That is a nice little play. And because it worked against us, it's an awful play. I hate it. Wish it never showed up. Please, stop. Of course, not seeing too much of red, which is the one guy that sees the quarterback more than anyone. And Whitley is taking lots of run lanes. He may force us to do something about it, to be honest. Might have to do something about it. Hopefully we can just naturally stop him from doing that. Red hit stick on Gibson. Another tackle for a loss. I mean, he's just something else. Did we land ourselves another superstar? Probably. Probably. Of course, their run game does everything for them. Pass plays, 9. Pass yards, 1. And those are good numbers to have here as it's 3rd and 7. And even though they're lined up under center like that, you assume it's a pass, which it is. And inside, good strip attempt by Sidney Jones. Gains 14 over the middle. Very good delivery there. And they will continue the drive to the 11 now. I mean, I like Brooks, but Mafe, wow, that is a very, very risky throw for nothing. And I'm not really sure what you're getting there. Of course, a lot of DBs in on this play. We kind of need Diggs down inside here. Switch me to Nwosu, please. Oh, Lord. Oh, we fell down for nothing. And that play, same like they did before, not maybe the smartest timing. Marshall inside, Brooks. So the direct over middle is pretty open here. The slant could be open because of it. And Whitley's going to run, but he's short. 4th and 1 from the 2. You got to go for that. You have to. And they're going for a field goal. I am not putting it past them, though. Why would you go for this? Is the saddest field goal in the world, I think. I'm not sure what you're getting out of that. Maybe they believe in their defense more than we believe in their defense, which I guess. That kick return touchdown is 7 points that you're not going to see often, probably. He has another chance here, so you never know, but We should have just stayed to the right. I saw a little bit of lane to the left. As soon as we went that way, it kind of closed up. But yeah, 4th and 1. I think you have no choice, right? I think you go for that. But either way, 14-3. And look at the move from Kenneth. They kind of held him up to try to strip him there. And I ain't going to lie, I kind of fought it there. There's a chance for a fumble. Metcalf, do we have... He just got in the zone recently enough, so... In behind, Fant. Come on, Metcalf. Normally he's pretty good at blocking, but kind of selling on that one big time. 6 for 7, 75 yards. Finding some openings nicely over the middle here. Play action. I can't imagine Metcalf's going to be left one-on-one. There's literally no one on him, and the throw is about as perfect as you asked for. If he could have got the ball to the right hand, he could have stiff-armed. But a great route, and just the safety bit. I'm not sure on what, to be honest, but either way, I mean, it's Metcalf. I threw that inside, and the ball was nowhere near him. I get it was a high throw, which, I mean, they always go inaccurate. I imagine Metcalf moves that way because the ball goes that way. I clearly threw that to the middle. I mean, look at all the space there. High point right behind this linebacker. Might not even have needed a high point. And it's just nowhere to be found. I don't know what that throw is from Greer. I'd throw that 10 times out of 10 every time. I mean, that's open. Like I said, might not even have needed to throw the high point right in behind the linebacker. He was kind of open anyways. And here goes Red. That should have been a penalty. I dove at him late because I didn't expect him to actually throw it short. This quarterback's kind of an all or nothing. He either tries to run after the play is kind of dead, or he just takes the sack. Mafe off the edge, showing some speed. Slips. Another late hit potentially here. Low hit from Wolin, but no dice. Of course, they get a first down. Interception really sucks. There's another interception on his list, and obviously takes away a scoring drive, but once again, it's open. I mean, there's so much space in the back of the end zone right down the middle, and it's just thrown to the left. A high point to the middle. Brooks, and oh my, the push we got. He lost a yard, and nobody even really touched him. His own guy kind of fell down, and I mean, it's 2nd and 11. You just failed on the run. Really going to run it again? Let's kind of realign here a little bit. Red, I mean, oh, he gets punched. Huge hit by Jamal. I mean, I'm not really sure what that play call is. I mean, I just don't know how you win games play calling like that. Oh, Lord. I mean, I guess I go at Red. Can't get in there. Nice find to the outside. Of all the people to get open there, surprised it wasn't the guy that Alexander had to cover. The wide receiver looked like a fast one going against a linebacker. I don't care how fast Alexander is. Still a linebacker every day of the week. Nwosu, a little win. Oh, wow. That was overthrown. 2nd and 10. Going to go with Nwosu on the other side. Oh, wow. He just got locked up. And there goes the big man, Thomas. First down. Don't know where the hell the coverage is there. It was man coverage. Obviously, Adams is playing deep, so should have been someone underneath. Ford, what is up, dude? Fighting the double team. Nice find while running, too. Gains about 9. I mean, if your options are Cole Turner or Logan Thomas, I'm probably throwing a Cole Turner. Oh, wow, that is some room. Huge hit by Adams, but to the 18-yard line. Washington's moving. And I still stand by the whole field goal thing because we should have had a touchdown, and it'd have been 21-3, which is very hard to come back from, but because of the bad throw, they will have a chance to maybe make this 10-14, which I suppose definitely makes that decision look a little bit better. Mafe can't get out there, and Adams misses the pick. I think you had to go for that. He had a chance, just kind of jumped it the wrong way. Brooks, I mean, he allows you to do so much on defense because you just expect him to be able to stop the run if they decide to. Nwosu locked up all the time in the world. Slant, throws it underneath to the running back. Dangerous game. We'll let the clock go once, and then, you know, depending on how they play this, maybe call timeouts. Back of the end zone. Nope, they're going to go to the running back, who will gain a decent bit. Doesn't get out of bounds, so timeout number 1. Marshall over the middle. I missed the press. I knew I needed that. Of course, Marshall would have been probably completely killed by Thomas anyways, but I wanted the press so bad. When you're a fame whore and you need that news article. Well, Greer, I hope you're happy. It's now 14-10 instead of 21-3. Caldwell he'll redeem himself for you, or redeem you for him, damn it. DK Metcalf, 10-10 on the season, 7 touchdowns. Could have added to that if the throw wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, but sadly it was. Walker still in the zone. Metcalf obviously not because he was targeted on that play. And there goes Metcalf over the middle, adding to the numbers. Let's hurry up to the line. Let's go with a screen pass. This could be interesting. There's no way who is that pass rushing? Linebacker forgot who he was. You think of the college days there or something. Oh, look at Kenneth. You know, I was looking to get to the out-of-bounds line. I was like, there's not going to happen. Let's cut it. And he broke 2 sets. My man's just crushed him. Maybe could have went Metcalf. Please, Greer. Oh, Greer! No time to set the feet and just missed. Not much you can do about that one. Fant coming back on the inside. Metcalf one-on-one. Doesn't really have him. Oh, under pressure. Throw out a sack. 44-yard line. I don't even feel like a run is guaranteed to get the yards for the field goal, is it? For a second, I was thinking we're getting Metcalf back here. Let's go to the right. He's in the zone. Oh, nice truck. Yeah, that's nice. We'll take that. Surprised they're not calling a timeout here, to be honest. And with them not wasting the clock and us kicking the field goal as time expires, it will give us a 7-point lead into halftime. With some of the play call decisions, you can definitely tell that maybe Ron needs to throw in the towel or something. Because, yeah, there's some iffy ones in this one. Obviously, passing yards, really good for us. Rush, not so much. The opposite for them, which is a little strange. Usually we're the rush team, but not today. Even with the focus on the inside handoffs, it's a little strange. But they do get the ball at half, so I suppose they're not too far out of it. 7-point lead. Not that much. You know, 1 touchdown drive. Obviously, you know, we have moved the ball pretty easily on them, and you can't guarantee a touchdown, but you take away Caldwell's kick return touchdown, and it's a tie game. Obviously, you also put Greer with any sort of decent pass on the inside at all to Metcalf, and you're looking at, you know, 7. Yeah, that's also a negative, so it goes one way or the other, and that is a wide open Logan, who I don't know what his abilities. Wow, okay, I don't know what his ability is, but it might be something to do with route running because he's kind of crushing it. Like, we did pull the safety, but at the same time, the safety was playing a hook anyways. I don't think he would have been there. Yeah, I thought I was the other guy. That's a huge L. Although I will say it would have been a 7-yard gain anyways. They probably will accept it, but it's not the biggest loss in the world. If he takes a shot to the end zone and gets it, then yeah, sure. But I will say I hate a 1st and 5. I mean, it's so tough to coach. Although when they run right into a blitz, maybe not so much. You know, from a 2nd and 3 to a 2nd and 7, yeah, maybe that penalty was good. Maybe it was good. Ed Oliver in the double. Nice club move, actually. Underneath. Not the greatest throw, not the greatest tiptoeing, but 3rd and 1. Let's get some help on that side. We're not even blitzing. We just have 5 guys to cover. And Wolin just dropped a potential pick 6. And once again, just like, you know, at that 4th and goal situation, they're going to kick another field goal on 4th and 1. I mean, it's up, and they're only going to be down by 4, but, like, you know, you think about this later. If you're in a situation where you need to score a touchdown, you know, you might have to go for a 4th and 3, a 4th and 4, a 4th and 5. Those are harder to get than 4th and 1s. You know, that's what I would look at it. Obviously, they're kind of thinking, well, maybe our defense can stop them. They've had a couple of good plays here today. Damn it, Riggs. I mean, you got to keep trying, right? You know, you have that huge kick return touchdown. You can't be like, oh, well, a couple of bad kick returns. Time to call it quits. The man has got a gift, okay? He's got a gift. Let him show you that gift. That's kind of strange. Kenneth Walker. It's really weird. The guy that we just juke moved there crazily, in fairness. He really didn't commit to anyone. I was going to throw to the outside. He looked like he was going to jump. He jumped it. Then he stopped because he looked like he was going to cover Kenneth, but he never went to Kenneth. Oh, is that a free play? Oh, wow. Kenneth, he drops it. Come on. I didn't actually have that many routes going deep, so I was like, I'm going to throw it to the deepest route, I guess. Got a slant from Patterson. Could be a quick throw to him. Patterson winning that route nicely. Fumbles! And recovered by Washington. It was a decent hit. Some would say an Osgood hit, but man, that's pain. Great throw, great catch, and just gets lit up by, I don't even know who number 29 was. It Kendall Fuller? The corner? Really? If you say so, man. Well, I keep eating my words at these field goals because, man, Thomas is a god. I thought we had a pick with Marshall, and he just barely gets it behind him. Completion percentage through the roof in this one for this quarterback. However, you know, not a whole lot of yards, not a whole lot of touchdowns. So bend, don't break. It's our motto. It's a way of life. And there goes Gibson spinning and cutting and accelerating his way for an 11-yard gain and a first down. Now I'd be kind of on the side of, okay, even if it's 4th and 1, maybe you go for the field goal because you're only going to be down by 1. Oh, that could be a touchdown. Nice try by Gibson, but the speed, the close down, coming with a little bit of a blitz. Haven't really blitzed too much in this one. And Oliver, club move, can't contain the edge. They're going to throw another quick one to the outside, and Wosu's going to kill Gibson, and they're going to gain nothing. Trusting the insane corners that we have to win a press situation. And picked by Adams. Didn't try to return it. I actually ran left because I was like, okay, if we get a block, I'm running back. If we don't, I'm going to sit. And he just ran out from the 1. No push, and Tanner's going to get easy yardage. Huge hit, but Buckley injured. No fumble or anything. That's all we can ask for. Pitch to the right. I mean, who would expect a pitch from the 6? We're pitching a safety in right now. There goes Kenneth. Not going to break the tackle cleanly, though. 3rd and 2. We got the players on the wrong side here. Slide left, and there goes Kenneth showing off some speed. Look at him go down the sideline for a gain of about 16, 17 yards. Bruce Shoulder will return. Well, return when you can, okay? This play's been kind of hit or miss for me. I've been seeing a couple of openings, but typically not getting the time I'm looking for. That's a tough one, but more, I mean, the speed, the acceleration. I love how they get rid of Terry McLaurin, like, the moment we do that. You know what we're going to do? We're going to put one of our DBs at 17 because why the hell not, brother? Kenneth, of course, in the zone the entirety of this game, it seems, slipping and cutting and accelerating for a gain of 15. 5 wide, maybe throwing them off a little bit. They're like, hey, wait a minute. Why is there so many receivers out here? Underneath, there goes Metcalf showing off some speed. Stiff farming Cole Holcomb. Almost called him Cole Turner. That's on the other side of the ball for a first down. Confidence from Whitley costing him big time here as we're looking at a potential 2-possession lead again. And no, we need the block tackle, man. Sweat, kind of answering the call on that one. A couple of tough reads here, but Fant probably the main one. And that is a really good catch. Maybe could have had Patterson, but I try to go to the first person open every time. You don't always get a second or third look, so might as well take what you can get. And that is a force. Good job by their linebacker. Did we have someone open that was more immediate? Probably did have Patterson. Oh, well, field goal is up, and with a little bit of wind, still good. So many red zone kind of turnovers and stall-outs, taking away a lot of points for both sides. First down run of 6, a second down run of a -1, with Brooks just making a play on it. Davenport, and to the outside, Sidney Jones, good tackle, but a first down for Gibson. Thought we had a purple over there, but I guess that is not the case. First and 10 for the 40. Last play before the 4th, and Jamal is having a pretty good game. Tackles from a loss of 1. Gibson, 10 for 21. Not a good running game from them. Of course, numbers kind of evening out pretty nicely here. This could be a tie game by the end of this drive. If Jamal gets beat by Cole, now that's just some BS. No, I didn't get to who I wanted to. I mean, everyone's pretty locked up. Whitley throwing back across to Cole. Cole is a big guy, so that kind of beat isn't, necessarily the worst. Get Alexander over there. Mafe time. We didn't get the play, and he gets sacked by Red. Did they really give credit to Davenport on there, who came like after the play was over? Good job though by the defense. A loss on the play and a forced punt on the way. You see that? Because name way. Adams maybe get a block. Nice block and cut it back to the left, and there goes Caldwell. That guy is special. 5 wide, always getting myself in trouble, forcing things when it doesn't need to be forced. And again, Patterson pretty open. Gets about the first down. Nice reach over. You know, trying to keep him honest. I think it helps. 1st and 10. Kenneth making plays and fumbles, but recovers. Woo! Wow, that ball. I mean, Greer didn't even know where it was. Okay, well, this is going to need to come out quick, isn't it? They aren't even trying to hide it at this point. Greer not going to be able to make anything happen. Nobody open on slants. Press man slants, and they're ready for it. Like, they're, I mean, not necessarily ready, but is this an RPO? Oh, he got tricked. What the hell is Cole Holcomb doing? I thought we were done for. Jacobson for the first. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. I didn't like it. Metcalf could be here for the dagger. And I thought it was going to be picked. Great throw. Try to kind of touch pass it top left. Works out. First down. Now it's where you're kind of thinking, even though there's some openings, man, maybe not. Oh, they kind of adjusted and we're going to run it. It probably will be a blitz, but who cares? Oh, yeah, Kenneth fumbled. I was wondering why he's out of the zone. Well, that kind of sucks. But, yeah, I think you play it really safe here unless you can guarantee a touchdown, which I don't really know how you guarantee anything like that in the league. But gaining 4 yards there. I just don't think, like, once again, unless there's a pre-snap read that looks insanely open, like even Fant here, I wouldn't trust to be butt naked. Oh, we can't run it. Well, that kind of sucks. I got to change the whole play because I can't run another play of this. You know, field goal pretty much wins you the game, so you basically hand this off every time. Cole Holcomb making a good play for once. 4th and 4, field goal, pretty much for the win. Right down the middle. I mean, there's not really much. It's about as easy as you can get. Might as well just let the punter try and throw it through the middle. He'll probably have a better chance of missing. But you know what? On their side, you still have a chance. I mean, it's up to the offense. The offense has plenty of chances here. 5 minutes is a lot of time. But I do appreciate... Never mind, it's over. How did he just fumble that easily? I know Adams in the zone, but he basically just rolled the ball to us. A lot of fumbles at this one, both sides. And was that Adams? Adams didn't even look like... He kind of like punched him in the kidney, I think, and then the ball just came out, I guess. Hitting Oregon's is pretty lethal, apparently. Oh, wow, that guy caught us hard. Loss of 4. I'm going to run a pass here. I think Moore should be open. Not by that much, but with that speed, worth it. He kind of rolled over. Surely he was down before he went out of bounds, right? He was. I was about to say, I mean, he's impressive. He's fast, but if he's that fast to get up in time, that's insane. And there goes Kenneth, who's going to be short, and I think you absolutely go for it here. You absolutely do. I feel like you always think this is a quick play, but I think I'm going to go for the crazy play action. And there goes Greer. Slides to stay in on top of it. Fresh set of downs. 2-minute warning. I mean, literally anyone, even a couple of speeds slower. You know, maybe they used to be on the team, whatever. I mean, even them, they wouldn't have gotten the first down. So, Greer, elite skill set, coming in clutch. RPO look. That ball's a little high, but Patterson still gains about 5. You know, we're still trying to orchestrate a drive here to finish the game out. You know, the game's not over even if we, you know, kind of run this out and kick a field goal. It's realistically over. Good caught and another fumble. Bro! Who is hitting us? This one's a straight-up hit stick. Oh, maybe it is another tackle battle type play, though. Bro! Like, are we actually joking? I mean, it probably won't matter, but I don't need to find out. Both teams fumbling a ton, though. There must be, like, a field ability, but why would it help them? Oh, we just missed hard there. Try to go for the kill shot. Can I get a chance to look at it? No, I guess not. And nice sack up the middle by Red. 2 on the game. We're running a blitz now. Didn't even really intend to, but... And there goes Alexander. Nice throw, though. Woolen, huge hit. Will not let him out of bounds. They will use one of those timeouts. Well, I don't really care. Oh, they have trouble in coverage or some crap. And he's going to take the shot on Sydney, who is going to moss him and win us the game. Another victory has been had on a bit of a win streak right now. Commanders, I'm not going to lie. You have Chase Young and Jonathan Allen in there, especially with the abilities of Jonathan Allen. They maybe win that game. Of course, their offense was a little bit strugglesome, but maybe the game plan changes a bit if they're not constantly down in this one. Looking at the numbers, we beat them by quite a bit in the end. It was pretty close across the board, but the score was close all the way through, so it's really all that matters. But at the same time, the win is all that matters. Let's take a look at those numbers. I kind of want to see how Patterson finished. He had a couple of nice catches in there, but I can't imagine they were crazy numbers. Obviously, Greer with that interception was awful, but 1 touchdown. Really struggled to get touchdowns in this one, though. I will say Kenneth Walker finished all right, but 2 fumbles. Really bad there. Metcalf 151 yards with 0 touchdowns, though. Patterson 43 yards with a touchdown. They had some nice catches with Thomas. Where is Moore finished with 4 for 29? I really need to get him more touches. No pun intended there. Red, 2 sacks. 1 for Brooks, interception for Adams, Sidney Jones, and then Mike Edwards had a pick. And other than that, pretty clean. Still can't believe the fumbles, though. How many fumbles? Obviously, you recovered the first one, but the second one, you just got blasted. Lost that easy. Jordan Brooks, I feel like you go pass coverage or, the block shedder one because you don't need tackling anymore. Run stopper, do you go? Run stopper would be tackling, though, wouldn't it? I mean, I suppose they all seem to have tackling, so let's go run stopper. Stays in the scheme fit, which is pretty cool. Gets himself 1 to block shed, 1 to excel. What's his excel anyways? 90 excel. It'd be nice to get a speed upgrade, but he's quite the talent. But anyways, that's going to be it for Week 15. Pretty close game, actually. Washington made it more competitive than we thought. Those field goals played a bigger factor than we thought, but then again... they probably win the game if they go for 4th and 1 each time and if they turn those into touchdown drives. But, hey, that's their coaching. It's not my coaching. Maybe call a timeout before half, have 30 seconds and 2 timeouts to run something. But, hey, we won the game. That's all I care about. Look at the division spread, though. 10-3, 9-4. We'll see what happens after the week. We might still be in the 3rd place spot. The Rams we don't talk about. They don't count anymore. Regardless, if you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, really appreciate your continued support. I'm just, cutting syllables off and words, letters, and, add everything at this point. Follow me on Twitter, JeromepkR. Second channel, PK Plays. There should have been a video yesterday on there as we're nearing the end of our Far Cry series and going to start a new series soon enough. Especially once, January hits, I'll probably have more videos on that second channel, more consistent. And that's about it. Hope you guys come back for the next video. But until next video, see ya.